this is a disclaimer. I'm not a professional detailer. I don't have any past experience. I just like to try things my own way. After a couple of tries on the Model 3 with the Chrome Delete, I found out that it ain't that hard. And now I'm going to share this video with you. And I'm going to talk about what kind of products I use and how to do it in full length. You just need some basic stuff. One of them is of course the vinyl. Here I'm using this, I think it is a 2 or 3 inch wide strip. It's 3M. What I'm going to use now is satin black. And this is all you need for the top and the lower part of the doors. On the triangular small window you need a bigger piece, but I'll come back to that later when I do that part. You also need a couple of squeegees. One squeegee here, which is for the thicker parts. And this one is quite thin. It's better for like the back door because the seal there is very tight. So this one is very good, as well as in the small triangular window. You need some masking tape. You can use any kind you want, but I prefer to use just the cheap one that doesn't really stick too much, so it's easy to get out. You also need a sharp knife. The sharper the better, and always change the blade. This is Knifeless tape. It's pretty awesome if you're putting a little bit of work in it when you're gonna use it. The result is pretty awesome. I don't like cutting in the car, so I'm using this, especially on the triangular small window in the back. And you also need a heating gun and some cleaning solution. So let's get started. Okay, first thing first, you want to check off in the car the auto folding mirrors. Turn that off. So you can flip this back and it won't start coming back on you when you start working on the car and closing and opening the doors. Next thing you do is take a good microfiber towel. I'm using this solution. It's CarPro eraser. Takes away fingerprints and any kind of fluids and stains. So I just spray a little bit on the microfiber towel and clean the whole area where we're applying the vinyl out, and that's going to be the top part. So that's the top part now. What you do next, you open up both doors and take the windows down, and let me pull the camera closer here. You can see the weather seal here. You can just grab it and just pull down, and it comes down all the way on the front into the middle, and also on the back door. Same part. Just take a hold of it, pull it down, and now you have access all the way on the back side of the chrome trim here, and that's where we're going to tuck the vinyl. So as you can see here, that weather strip, you just pull it down. It's very easy. It goes all the way in the front here, and you get full access all the way. And then we pull it alongside of the top chrome and a little bit past the seam between the triangular window. That's where we're going to cut it. then we can just start applying. Just taking off the film, and we start in the front. And what you want to do here is align it so you barely see the chrome from the top side, and you just continue putting it on, looking from the top side down, aligning the vinyl so we just barely cover the chrome on the top. So you can see when you're aligning, looking from my perspective, you just want to get it over like that, not like this, and not too much over, just so we can't see it anymore. So with having a little bit of the backing and keeping the film firmly in the left hand, you just align just so you barely see it from the top, and just keep aligning it, pushing down with a finger. That's all you need, and keep pulling it back. Just continue going over, and all you have to worry about is aligning it on the top. Like that, you can always go back. Just keep aligning it steadily on the top there. This is the easiest part. So when you align the whole thing, now you just want to make sure it sticks on without any bubbles. Just don't pull it, just gently hold it out straight and just make it stick. And if you have like any fingering or something like wrinkles, you can just pull it a little bit, because it's a small arc, it's not straight, but that's pretty much it. So all we have to do now is go over the whole length, just get all the air out. And go back again and fasten it on the underside, slightly pulling down, but not hard, just slightly pulling it down. making sure you don't get any air trapped. So keep on straightening out all the way. That's pretty much it. What you want to do now is take the excess, because it's like about 3 centimeters. That's too much. We take the knife and we cut off, and we'll leave about a centimeter. This is what we're left with. You can see all the film is stuck here, and then we got all this excess material. Just take the knife and we cut off. So we left with about a centimeter, and it's pretty easy. Just put your knife in and put it down. It doesn't matter if the cut is even or perfect or nice, because all this is going to be tucked upside and you're never going to see it. Just continue cutting all the way. And when you're coming over here, where you got the center pillar, you can leave a little bit less, because there's less room to tuck it behind. So I'll leave around half under there, because it's a little bit harder to tuck it up there, because the seal is not removable. So in the end here, that's where it goes over. You just take a nail and mark it out. That's the seam to the triangular window. Just mark it out like that, and carefully put your knife in between. You can feel it. It's inside the groove. Just like that, and then you just gently cut down. So what you want to do now is start tucking it under. The excess film you have here, just gently put it under like this, and with the movement you push it in and up, And don't worry, it's not gonna stick right away. We need some heat, but we just put it in place. Do it like this all the way. So now we apply some heat. Just easy like that. Now we tuck it in place and you will feel it will stick better after heating it. Yeah, all the way over here. Here we come to where the seal here we come to the center pillar. So here we're gonna need so in the center pillar here, we can use a squeegee just to get it up there, and you will find that the seal here is pretty tight. So after using that squeegee, we'll use this thin squeegee and you just align it and pull it up. Align it and push it up. Now it's gonna be up there all the way. Then we continue. Down toward the passenger side. Don't worry, you will feel that it's not sticking properly, but as soon as you heat it, it will stick in place. Now this part is done all the way. Now we're just gonna post heat it. Just go over, make sure there's no bubbles, no nothing. And doing this post heating, it will also ensure that it will stick and permanently stick. So you post heat everything. Just like that. Then you go over, just making sure everything is set. And also on the top here, just make sure it's all the way down. Now that part is done. What you need to do now is take the weather seal. It's pretty basic. You get a groove here. Got this thing here. Just put it on, get it on there. Pull it all the way. Just push it up like that, and then you have to push it up underneath, and that's also gonna protect the vinyl. Like that. So this part is done. So when you tuck it up all the way to the front, you do the same thing, just heat it up and push it under, and so same procedure, putting the wet strip up all the way. Just make it firmly in place, push it up. That's pretty much it. So when you come to the end here, you got a pretty nice surface to cut from. Just use your knife and just let it glide underneath the chrome strip. Just let it glide, don't force it, like that. Also, these have to be post heated as well. There we go. So that was the top part, all the way over. This is the part where we need the masking tape. We're just gonna put it alongside this rubber inside here. The only thing I'm putting it there for is when I'm cutting the films. I'm not gonna cut in the rubber. So I put this here, just alongside the chrome, just on top of the rubber seal here. You don't want to damage that thing because it keeps the windows clean. And the other thing, the masking tape will keep the vinyl from sticking to the door. I'll show you in a minute where I'm gonna cut and how. But this is pretty basic. It's pretty easy. So the masking tape is on. You can see it's just here on the first lip here. There's a groove down below. Make it stick here because where I want to cut is here, just behind that lip there. So this is where you want to cut, and when you put the vinyl over, you will see this groove here, and it's really easy to follow this line and make the cut there. Okay, similar here as the top side, but here we're gonna align the vinyl on the lower side. So we're gonna align it like this and push it over and cut it on the top. First, clean. Make sure there's nothing underneath. It's gonna come through. I'm gonna take the vinyl, pull back a little bit, and we start in the front. Leave about a centimeter in the front, because behind here, towards the mirror, we have to cut it So we'll leave a little bit. Just put it out here. Yeah, look from below. Like you did on the top, looking from the top, look from below. And align it so you can't see the chrome from underneath. As long as you don't see the chrome, everything is good. Just put it over slightly, and when you do, you want to slide it up and down, so you always keep a track that you're not too far over. So we just don't want to see that shiny part. That's everything you need to cover. Then just continue all the way. Look from below and up. Cover the shiny chrome and you're good. And you can always go back and do like I did there if your alignment is a little bit off. But here, pulling a little bit down and going all the way. You see, I have a little bit excess in the end here. We're gonna make a cut there and in 2 pieces to get it done. What you're gonna do now is just slightly make it stick, lift it up, not hard, just slightly press all the air out all the way. It's important not to pull it too hard. You don't want to stretch it. When that's done, you pull it inside and make it stick on the top side. Just work your way all the way to the back and front. Make sure there's no air underneath. Like that. And the same all the way to the front. Okay, so here I got a little bit of air in. Just gonna pop it open. Push that air out. There's actually a little scarring in the vinyl there. It's from the roll. So what I'm gonna do there is just peel it off from where it's here, and I can see that stripe there. Just gonna heat it slightly like that. This is self-healing. Now it's gone. Push it all over like that, and then you want to make sure it sticks down so you can see the contour of the edge of the seal underneath. So now we're going to cut it. You can see this edge. That's where you're going to place your knife. Carefully, not pushing. Just let the knife work on the other side of that edge. And carefully a little bit hard holding the camera. Okay. What I want to do is cut it, and you just carefully put the knife down behind that edge and don't push it. Just let it slide. You don't want to feel the knife cutting into anything. Just make it slide, no pressure, and all the way like that. Okay. Now, what you want to do here now, you can remove this tape because you're not gonna use it. Okay, so here we have this small edge here. This is the overlay, or what we have left of the vinyl. Here comes the pretty easy part, because all you have to do is take that weather seal and pull it back, and in the same moment you push it down. But we're gonna start in the back. Okay, so here we go. Just take this, roll it down inwards. Like that. Push the strip out and use your squeegee. See? It's perfectly tucked behind here. Now just keep taking that out and securing it with a squeegee on the back side. Let me do it the other way, it's easier. So pull it out, push it down. So we keep on working it, pulling this out, using the squeegee, and tuck it in behind the chrome and with the seal. It's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Everybody can do this. Keep on working away, and this step is very easy, as mentioned. Keep pushing it down. When you push it down, make sure you put it towards the door as well. Okay. So as you can see, it's all perfect. It's pretty easy. We take the heating gun. Just applying some heat. Just making sure everything is sticky. And also on the rubber side. Working it all the way. Like that. Now, in the end here, before we move further, we just use the squeegee, just mark out where the end is of the chrome, there's a little gap here, so it's pretty easy to mark it out. Whenever that's marked out, you want to take your knife. Let me see how I can do this without disturbing the camera too much. Then you just gently cut it like that. I don't want to cut, so I pull in the on the vinyl, and it's easier to cut. Now we can continue. Tucking everything down. And just in the end here, I'm gonna use this pin squeegee. There's a piece I have to take out there. Okay, this is the hard part. This is the end. I don't know, maybe some professional guys can comment on how they do it, if they heat it up and wrap it all around. But it's the inside of the door. I mean, this is closed most of the time. There's also like something there from before, but anyways, this is where the edge is coming. I like to make a cut here, just like that, and cut it in like 2 sections like that. I think that this is like the most tricky part of the whole project, getting those straight and nice, but anyway, without stretching too much, making sure it comes around here. The bottom side first. I'm not trying to use any heat here. So we take the bottom side first. Then we stretch over. I'm not happy with that one. I have to try again here. See if we can make it just a little bit more snug. Maybe like that. Okay, we can try to heat that. Take the upper side and getting that over. Then we have this part. I'm not happy with that part. We can try to heat it. Like that. Then we take the knife. On the back side you can see clearly where the chrome is ending. So you just cut down there. Finish the cut going up. Making it all snug all the way like that. So the last part, that's a little bit too big, so we just cut a little bit of it away like that. Now we push the rest behind the seal. apply some heat. In the end, gets like this. And you can also see the ending. It's not the most pretty in the world, but I mean it works. So the next part is the back door. This is a little bit harder, but it's the same procedure as the front door. But when you take the window down and roll it down, you can hold the bottom for about 10 seconds and it will drop about 2 inches. Yeah. First of all, clean the area. This is a little bit harder. We're gonna put on the masking tape here. The same procedure as the front door. We're gonna cut it behind this seal. It's a little bit harder, but it's doable. But it takes a little bit more time and patience. All you want to do is the same as on the front. You want to apply it so it's over this weather seal, which goes towards the chrome. It's a little bit harder to make it stick there because you got that window, but if you lift it off, just make it stick on there. Okay. So we measure up, you leave a couple of centimeters in the front as well as in the back. And the same thing as on the front, we start pulling off and we start in the front here, and you look up and you align it so it just about or just covers the chrome. Not too much, and certainly not too little, because you don't want that shiny stuff to come through. Just align it. The same thing, just move it up and down so you align it properly. Like that. Now we'll do the same thing here. Just stick it on, get all the air out. Perfect. part. Take it over the edge here. Get all the air out. Just finish this all the way. And the masking tape will also make sure it doesn't stick to the window. So all the way to the back. Okay. So now we want to start making the cut here, and it's pretty easy. We have to take it just behind here. There's way tighter here, so we don't want that much as on the front door. So we have to keep it just behind that seal. That seal ends here. That's where we're gonna cut. Easily in there. Just let it slide. And keep like the knife away from the seal, and let it just glide on top of the edge. Like that. Now we can remove the masking tape. Trying to remove the masking tape in one piece. So this is the easy part here, because back here you have a little bit of room, so you can just do as you did on the front side. Just roll it over and push it in with the squeegee, and make sure you tuck it in on the back side. But as we proceed and come towards the window here, the seal is very tight, so that's where we're going to use this one, the thin squeegee. Here we have to start working. So we put it down. Make sure it's like this and not straight. It's the same direction as the chrome piece. What you want to do now is keep it down here and start rolling it. And keep it pushed down in the back and roll it forward. You see? Quite easy. And it's pretty tight, but keep it down there and just roll it in the front. So press it down, roll it, keep on, and you'll be done in no time. See, it's perfectly sitting all the way. Just have to keep that, keep pushing it and keep rolling it. Keep it in, rolling it, just pushing the vinyl. Perfect. It's perfectly tucked down here. All the way. All we gotta do now is post-heat it. What we have left is the same procedure as we had on the front door. Tuck this one in, cut it here, bottom, top. The same on the back door here. So post heating and cut all the corners. You can see now it's all done all the way. Okay, here we have to use this Knifeless tape. And we're gonna use it on the inside and on the outside. Here we're gonna use a whole sheet of vinyl. We're also gonna put some masking tape in the window, and also just on the outside, just to make the vinyl not stick too much. On the inside, also because the vinyl is sticking like crazy on glass, so I'm just gonna put it like this. It doesn't matter how you do it. And we're also gonna do like I think they call it like a relief cut or something, because there's gonna be a lot of tension here between these parts, and then we're gonna cut an opening here, and that opening will allow us to tuck it all the way in. Okay. Now we're gonna start with the Knifeless tape here. It's very basic. I mean, it's like a tape, and in the middle you got like a fishing line. You put the fishing line where we want to cut it, and here we want to cut it just above the chrome. And also here, it doesn't matter, you can do it with a knife as well, but we can do it with Knifeless tape. Just on, just maybe like a millimeter over, and we can tuck it in behind here. Here you got this rubber seal. It's really tight, but you can lift it up. So here we want to put the Knifeless tape like 0.2 millimeters over this rubber seal, and here in the corner we have to cut the Knifeless tape so the fishing line is free to make this sharp turn, but we gotta put it on. And also remember which one you put on first, because they're gonna cross. Anyway, this is where you have to be precise in what you do, because what you do here is the end result. So you just have to be very careful and patience. Use a lot of patience doing this. Just put the Knifeless tape just where you want it, and I want it just 0.5 millimeter on top of that chrome. And back here there's a lot of space to tuck it, so I'll just run it out here. I'm just gonna end it here. So that's the first one. Okay, second one. This is the hard one. This is the one that's gonna go on the inside. And you always leave a fair amount on the beginning. That's where you gotta strip it and start it. But when you come here, you have to be really precise. And I mean, you just want it to barely be on top of that seal there, that rubber seal. There's not a lot of room to tuck under, but there's some. Okay, so we come in the end there. To make that turn, we have to cut on each side of that line in the middle to make that sharp turn. Let's see if we can do it. So, there we are, coming in there. Around the other side here. Okay, I think that's good. Leave it a little bit on the safe side there. Rather a little bit more than less, because it's making that sharp turn with vinyl on can be a little bit challenging. Now we just put it on all the way. I have to stand on this side to get a view. Okay. So we're gonna cut it. Number 1, number 2, and the last one. I'm just gonna go back here, and like I said, you can use the knife here. You don't have to use this knifeless tape because there's a lot of room here to tuck the vinyl under, and there's also a big gap, so you could safely use the knife, not cutting in the paint. But we're gonna use it anyway. So since this is the the top layer, this is where it's crossing, this has to go first. Okay. Now I'm gonna apply the vinyl. It's had a pre-cut piece. Just gonna start it. Stack it like that. Get that backing up. Just put it on. There's not much you can do wrong here. Okay, just make it stick here. Just like that. Now you can see there's a lot of tension here. That's where we're gonna do the relief cut, or whatever you call it. Just gonna have to straighten out. Okay, so over here, over the door. So now we're going to take the knife. I'm going to start cutting here. We got the masking tape under. Same here. Okay. So now we can lift it up here and relieve of the tension. And firmly tack it on the underside here, where the knifeless tape is gonna go. We can do the same thing on the other side. There's a little crease here. Let's see if we can just heat it a little bit. Make it go away. Okay, so getting up on this corner, here we need to relieve some more tension. This is the gasket here and there, so we can relieve it there just to make it stick properly. So when it's tacked all the way here, Then we heat it. I just want to make sure it's really tight. Around here, not so much on the outside. Then we can do the first. So to use this knifeless tape, you just cut it like we did in the corner on each side. Then we strip it, and you're left with the core like this. Then you can start pulling that off. When you come to the vinyl here, you put your finger over and push hard, and you started it. Now you can just pull it like that. So that's the first cut. Second cut, same thing. Making a cut in the plastic. Stripping the core. Tape, start it, and pull. Do it in like one go. Don't stop, don't do it twice or whatever. Just do it in one go and do it a little bit fast. So now we can remove this piece. We can remove this piece, and also always get the rest of it out. Like there, you don't want anything stuck here. So here I have a get all the green parts out. Just take them out like this. Pretty easy. Okay, last part is the hardest part. This is where we got the turn. So if it doesn't go your way in the first try, you just do it again. You have a lot of vinyl if you buy a small roll. You probably have like 6-7 tries. Same procedure. Get to the start. Start it off. Okay, here goes nothing. So we come down here, go to the corner, help it out a little bit. Okay. Go through. Okay. Hopefully that went well. Just have to see. We can cut this part off. That second part of the tape can be a little bit annoying. Here we go. Okay. Work that with a little bit of heat. We're all good. So what you can do is get it open. You just need to heat it. And it becomes a little bit soft. You can barely open it. And then you can push the edge of the vinyl in there. Because that strip is getting softer when you heat it. Just push it gently. It's not much. It's just a small piece going in there. And in the corner, you just lift it up a little bit and push that vinyl in there. Just like that. Okay. There. Just push it in. It's nicely tucked inside. Seems like there's a little bit dirt underneath, so I have to redo that one. That's okay. So same thing here. When you come here, you mark it where it is. You put your knife in the gap. Yeah. You just let it go through that little gap there. And just make sure you cut it all the way. Like that. Now I can preheat the rest there. Okay. And here, same applies as on the doors. You just do the same thing I showed you on the first one, or if you have any other solution making it better, you comment. Okay, let's see.